scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Buongiorno and welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. I am the Easy, this is Spencer Rockstar. We have Weird Chris and we have a Clash of Cologne. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream.
Share it.
I had a shitty night of sleep because I stayed up to watch Luka Doncic's debut on a minute restriction. Spinny, what was your takeaways from his 14-point game?
I mean, Jackson Hayes is going to average 20 points a game.
I texted her, I'm like, this kid. I guess like that's what those guys are. Luka and LeBron, they make other guys better. Like Tristan Thompson got paid because of LeBron James. I'm sure there's tons of guys on the Dallas Mavericks that got paid because of Luka Doncic.
They're just getting in the paint.
Yeah, because Jackson Hayes, I feel like he averaged like 14 minutes maybe before obviously all the trades went down. He's gonna look like a stud.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he
made a few defensive plays out there too.
He's a freak athlete. That's what he is. So it's a perfect guy to put with Luka and LeBron. Like,
it's just crazy he didn't get time before, especially if AD wanted somebody to play center, and you had this guy on the team the entire time. Like, is he just a dumbass in practice? I mean,
he's not that good. He's just crazy athlete.
But I mean, like with LeBron James and AD on the floor, like you got to look better than what his stats were.
Look at Clint Capella, bro. Played with CP3 and Harden and still has a job 8 years later.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, sometimes it's just that.
He made an All-Star game.
I guess he's averaging 18 minutes in the season.
He made an All-Star?
I'm pretty sure Clint Capella made an All-Star game.
Dude, if he did, that's a crime and an atrocity.
I'm pretty sure he did 1 year with Harden.
He may have. What up, Nick? Did you watch it?
Instant reactions. They're winning the championship. I mean, what are we doing here? Luka, Bron,
what did you
Jackson Hayes. Yeah, they're winning the ship. They're winning the ship.
No, he didn't make an All-Star game.
Stig, did you watch Luka's debut?
That was
no.
It was Austin Reeves is just going to be wide open from three. Knockdown elite shooter at this point.
He definitely should have made the All-Star game in 2021.
He didn't make any All-Star game?
Clint Capella.
That's what I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
In 2021, he averaged 15 and 14.
There's still a god.
2 blocks a game.
There's still a god. Chris, I don't think you're up. You didn't text us. At all.
No, I passed out at like 8:30.
You're such a
child.
I don't
know how.
Dude.
I wish I could go to sleep.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know.
What'd you have for dinner, Chris?
Chicken tenders. Chicken tendies.
Dude, I didn't even eat dinner. It was bad. I woke up like in an intense amount of stomach pain because I was so hungry. So I just ate a ton of food.
Because I ate too many chicken tendies.
Dude's trying to live the struggle life, going to bed hungry.
No,
he's role playing being poor.
No, Chris ain't poor. Chris is making the big bucks.
I know. That's why I said role playing.
This is his second job. Big baller. Got an extra bag of Dino Nuggets, huh?
Got them Kid Cuisines on deck.
Yo, Kid Cuisines, I gave those brownies a chance
move.
every time, and they're garbage every fucking time.
Yeah.
Just soup. Or goop. I wouldn't even call it soup. I don't even know what that was. But no, Luka and AD is going to be just as lit as we projected. Mm-hmm. No one needs to worry. I saw this last week, and I didn't really care to bring it up. I retweeted it, though. There's a meteor headed towards Earth in 2034, I believe it is.
Well.
And there was like a 2% chance it actually hits the Earth. And now it's increased to like a 2.8% chance.
Oh, shit.
That it hits. It's like the odds are increasing.
Elon.
Daily.
Elon, we need you.
I'm saying we got to figure something out.
Build a laser or something.
If we don't, we got to trade for Myles Garrett. What the fuck are we doing?
That's true.
I'm not going to die without seeing the goddamn Super Bowl for my Detroit Lions.
That's fair.
And we're talking a lot about that today, too. But there's a meteor fucking headed towards Earth. What are we doing? No one's talking about it.
Not pulling out the final year, I'll tell you that.
No.
They're not pulling out this year at all. I mean, not that I ever did. But
well, now we don't have to strive to do anything because there's a meteor that's going to crash into Earth. So
right?
We can just coast.
I quit.
I'm not going to lie. Since like dedicating my life to like making this work, I've been living like a meteor's coming anyway. I've let so many credit cards go. The only thing I'm paying is my mortgage every month, brother. That's it. What? Couple electric bills, gas bills. That meteor's going to come save us sometime.
That's fair. Maybe the meteor will wipe out all credit card debt.
Just saying.
Like the dinosaurs.
I might get rid of the IRS. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm praying to God on that one.
Me too. Me and you both, brother.
I'm big on conspiracy theory about taxes
I'm
right
all
now.
for the IRS not being a thing anymore. That'd be pretty cool. they're my ops.
I started to look
I
at
love the IRS.
They're everyone's ops.
I started to
Chris.
look up like how many Americans are not paying taxes, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Everything coming out, bro.
You just gotta learn how to do it. You gotta learn to play the game.
Yeah,
Wait, you
for
can
real.
just not pay your taxes?
There's loophole. I mean, there's
Some
like
Americans, like,
deductions and
don't,
loopholes. You gotta have like the stuff to do it. You
Yeah.
probably could use the heavyweights.
I need a
LLC.
tax guy.
I wasn't even thinking.
To do what?
Remember we opened up the heavyweights.
Get like a
LLC?
bunch of money
To
To
deducted.
start a
Extra tax rate.
business.
If your tax person's a G, they'll make it work.
Yeah.
My tax lady's a G.
We gotta start getting creative.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta start getting creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a fiance and we worked. I proposed everything, and I didn't want to actually get married though. As I was trying to convince her, like we have the ceremony, like we'll have a good time. Like, what's the point of actually getting married?
Legally.
Yeah. And my tax lady was like, "No, yeah, he's right. Don't do it." And I was like,
That's my girl.
"That's my girl." So shout out to her. But yeah, Doncic, taxes, Meteor, all that other good stuff. Lions are adding Iowa State's assistant running back coach to their offensive staff. Does that mean anything to anyone? I saw it pop up, but I was unfamiliar with my man's game.
No, doesn't mean much to me. I mean, just another mind to put in there.
Do you think he takes over the spot Darren Sproles interviewed for, or we still might add Darren Sproles?
Probably. That's probably the job they were
Right, for a running back?
interviewing for, I would assume.
And do you think that means anything with Scotty Montgomery? Because I know he was interviewing with Dallas. We still might get poached by the Saints situation, too.
Yeah.
Did Dallas ever announce their offensive coordinator?
No, they did. No, I don't think they did yet.
I wonder if Scotty Montgomery's still in the running. I know he was like the second.
B-Ball
highest
from
favorite to win it.
D92 in the Woodward Sports Chat with the Super Chat. He says, me and my son, Miles 1, are ready for B-Ball tonight. Well, tell Miles 2 that he should watch the game as well. No, that's hype, though.
Wait, what happened?
Sensational.
Watching the game with the kiddo,
That's dope.
nothing like it.
That's his first game?
Just watching the
I don't
hoops
know.
tonight.
I just read the Super Chat that's in there.
I'm confused by the way you read it.
Pistons playing tonight. Michigan's playing tonight. State's playing tonight.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
hoops.
loaded hoops tonight.
Who are the Pistons playing tonight?
Chicago Bulls.
Chicago. Double header.
Play him twice.
Yeah. Is it a home and home?
For home and home for them.
It's
Home
just
and home for
double,
them.
Home for
double
them.
tap in Chicago? What?
I've never seen it before.
That's so stupid. Just back-to-back games. I mean,
What are we saying, boys? Got to sweep.
yeah.
Got to sweep the home and home in Chicago.
Gotta sweep the home, stay at home
You
in
gotta
Chicago.
sweep the Bulls. I'll be pissed if that's
Yeah.
not the case. I gotta be honest with you guys. Shout out to Miles, by the way.
Wolf
B-ball
Lonzo
from D's
goes
son.
crazy.
Lonzo is not playing tonight.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's
Probably
been like
because it's
in
a
and out.
back-to-back.
Oh, I mean, we didn't talk about this. I know it's already like been broken, but like we watched Luka's debut last night. Did you guys see AD's out
Indefinitely.
indefinitely?
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, going back. Can you just like
dude.
trade
Nico
Kyrie
Harris
for
is a
AD?
fucking idiot,
that makes
dude.
a lot more sense if you're Dallas. Like trade Kyrie for AD. Like that was probably pretty comparable value, I'd imagine. If you're really not, I get it. They weren't
No, they
believing
wouldn't
in
have done
Luka,
that.
but
They want Luka for
Yeah.
the future. Kyrie
No.
doesn't have a future.
I'm
Luka's
saying,
got 10
I'm saying
years
though,
of
like
being the
Dallas.
best player in the league. Kyrie doesn't have that.
I'm saying Dallas though, that would have been more equivalent value.
Yeah, but the Lakers
Yeah.
wouldn't have done it.
And allegedly, they just didn't want Luka at
Yeah.
that point. He was too fat. They want someone healthier. So they
That's
got a guy
crazy.
who literally is called Data Davis.
Yeah.
That's literally his nickname.
I don't
You
understand.
have Hall of Famers on national television making fun of this guy every single week. That's the guy you swapped because he was fat?
It was also a non-contact injury.
He's not out
so,
for the
like,
season, Justin
yeah.
Station.
No,
It's-
it's indefinitely.
He's out indefinitely.
Which means it can be the
They
season.
said they're going to reevaluate in like 3 weeks or something like that.
That's a crazy L.
That was his first game as Maverick.
You have one
Went
first
down
round
with
pick.
a non-contact groin injury.
No,
Yeah,
God,
one job,
please,
buddy.
no, no.
I guess you could say like it's 2029 first round pick, isn't it?
Yeah. Speaking of people sitting on their ass and getting paid, Brandon Ingram's contract extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 million, 3 more years. Pistons fans, you wanted Ingram.
We weren't in the position to acquire Brandon Ingram, straight up. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get to the playoffs, see our guys act and respond in the playoffs, and then move from there. We didn't have the assets to go and get any type of big bag. The only guy I felt like we could have got after a trade went down was DeAndre Hunter, and I was like, okay, what? That we probably could have did. But again, we're in no situation to make those types of moves. We have to see what the hell
We don't
got
have
going
our
on.
pick yet. We don't have a first round
Yeah,
pick to
dude.
trade. Like, I thought that was a weird move by Toronto. They gave up a lot of assets just to sign a guy to an over $100 million contract.
It's lesser than a max, though.
Yeah, I guess,
but they thought they couldn't get him in free agency, so they had to trade for him now and then sign him to an extension. Which
But you gave up
I just feel like is wrong.
gave up more than he gave up for Luka.
I like Brown. Maybe I'm just a Brown guy.
Oh yeah,
I am a Brown guy.
You are a Brown guy.
I am a Brown guy.
Bruce,
But,
you
Bruce
Brown,
Brown is
though?
nice.
I'm Brown. What do you mean?
I don't know if you're brown. I wouldn't consider you brown. You're
I'm
like
Brown.
mustard.
Not
Mustard.
Like dark yellow.
If you ever put out mustard and look like me, you should throw that thing away.
Honey, you're not brown. I
What's
wouldn't say you're
Dijon?
brown. Would you say you're brown?
Yeah, I'm fucking brown. What? Are you colorblind?
Nah. Do you think? Would you consider him brown?
I am staying out of this conversation.
I would say like dark beige.
That's brown.
I don't know.
Dark beige
I
is
wouldn't
brown.
consider you brown
Holy hell,
per
man.
se.
Nitty gritty, sexy brown guy. Easy.
T. White says I'm beige. See, like you're more beige than you are brown.
Someone
Beige is
say a
a shade of
caramel.
brown.
Someone say a caramel king.
Caramel King. I'll take
Don't
it.
call him that.
We'll call no. That's it. In the conversation, Caramel King. We're going with it. We're running with it. Steve Spagnuolo said that he expects
Easy as Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard.
Bro, bro, tan, not brown. Yeah. See, I'm not giving you the brown title.
Okay,
You gotta
I'm
earn that.
Listen, what do you mean? Ain't no fucking way. You tell me that. Cancel Smitty. You gotta go ahead and do it.
This is out here giving the title.
In a
I'm
league
taking
where
your- I'm
Jaden
taking your
Daniels
brown
makes $27 million and Jimmy Butler makes $60 million at 37-year-old, Bi gets $40 million. No, that's still a lot
Still
to
yeah.
me. I think
60 for Jimmy's, I think, is ridiculous.
Yeah,
At this
60 for
point.
Jimmy's wild at 37 years old. Is this fucking baseball? What are we doing?
Let's not justify one contract with the worst contract or what could be one of the worst contracts in the NBA. I mean, you saw the John Wall extension. Like some of those extensions age terribly. So I'm not in the land of comparing those contracts. It's not equatable. 100%.
100%.
I'm so sorry. I was reading the beige for sure.
Cocoa butter.
Caramel, caramel.
Easy as a grande caramel macchiato.
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? I love that commercial. I don't even know what commercial that is. Easy ain't got no kind of Native American in him. I can promise you that. I might have some.
Probably. He's got a lot of different things.
Yeah, I'm ambiguous as it gets.
Yeah. That's why you're not brown, dude.
I'm for sure brown. Then what are you?
Me? I'm white.
No, you're not. You're like I can't think of any white shades.
Yeah.
White's kind of just
Yeah.
white. I'm brown though. That's
Nah, I don't know.
Are you growing it back out?
My beard?
Yeah.
No, I just.
It just
Should
sucks
I?
to shave
Not
every
keeping up.
fucking day.
No, I just noticed it's not.
Do not grow back.
Do not grow back?
Rock the stash at least till opening day.
What are you doing with your
It's a
situation?
while, dude.
I think
I
I'm
might
just going
just
to
grow
continue
back.
to go shaved head and beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for now. I
Full
mean,
beard.
Yeah, we'll see how far it gets.
Yours just taking longer than I gave you credit for. I
Like
mean, you
the
got this
beard?
in pretty quick. Your little
The
goatee.
beard.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
thought
know,
your
man.
shit used to be like the next day.
I don't know what to tell you.
I might just grow it back.
Why?
I don't know.
'Cause it sucks shaving every
Shaving
day.
every day, yeah.
Thank you, Daryl Slott.
I'm not trying to shave every day.
You're an eggshell white.
Eggshell white? I don't think I'm that white.
Yeah. I think you are. You gotta earn your white.
That's fair.
Let's go to break. Talk about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, you know, if you want to get a different shade, they've got tanning beds there. Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone can work out in a judgment-free atmosphere. Full body workout in 30 minutes and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or upgrade to the Black Card and get you some menus like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online, planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways. cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab there. Get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all teams, all season. Go to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab there and get some Detroit sports merch.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Waits live on woodwardsports.com. I'm me, Joe by Spin More Rex. Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Just discovering how racist everyone is.
You're definitely beige.
Definitely brown.
You look more like like an Asian man.
We got some.
What?
Not at all. With your lopsided
Dude,
mustache.
the Mongolian is really shining through today. It might be because you shaved the beard. You look more Mongolian.
I have a hat on.
You look
I'm
more
bald.
Mongolian without the hat and with the goatee.
I'm just Buddha. I'm Buddha'd out right now.
Yeah, it's definitely the beard and no hat.
Listen.
I'm just saying. I'm not hating. You know,
You
I'm just
dirty
saying.
rice colored motherfucker. We got some breaking news during the break. Okay, DNC's put in the chat. Christian Wood waived for Alex Lynn.
Yep.
So if LeBron wins a championship with all these rice-colored people,
What?
he's really the GOAT.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of whites.
that's a lot of rice on his team.
Luka, Reeves, Connect, Len. I think that's it, right? Just those four.
That's a great
Reeves.
starting five.
Yeah, that's enough.
That is enough.
Fuck, put Cooper
not
and
enough.
Eugene on the squad.
It's about four more than the Pistons got.
I guess Lynn and Luca are
The
like
Pistons have
spicy
anyone
white.
like that? Oh,
They're like a Spanish rice.
Fontecchio.
Fontecchio, yeah.
Yes,
Okay. I mean, shit. Might as well not have any.
Jeez,
I mean,
relax.
what? He doesn't be
he's
good.
the problem.
It is crazy. He kind of duped us.
He duped us for sure.
Is he on a 2-year extension?
I mean, I never really thought he was going to be the future, but
Yeah, it was a 2-year extension he signed.
See, I people like that. Oh,
yeah, like what? Easy.
Basketball.
basketball players like that. No, guys like that are on the contract year that don't perform, but aren't like worth, giving the 4 years to. I'm giving you the 1 year, the next year's team option. I got to keep you on that grind because clearly you got too comfortable.
Yeah,
man.
but next
Don't
year
get
he's an
too
expiring.
Those lazy Italians. No, I'm just
Better
kidding.
not get too comfortable. Relax.
I'm just saying.
Goddamn Mongolians.
Those contracts are fine though because
That's-
next year
that
he's
was
expiring, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. You can throw him in a trade.
Yeah,
next
he's
year.
dropped 13% from last year from 3.
Yeah, like he really. I was in love with him.
Spenny,
Not
are
bad,
you a
but-
Polak? Yeah. Yeah, I got Polak. My mom's 50% Polish, 50% Italian.
You could tell. Just kidding. No,
Isn't
not like
the
that.
thing? Is Polish
All
people
right,
are stupid?
Pol-
Is that the
I don't
racist?
think Polish. I know that's a thing. Polish
That's a
people are
thing,
stupid.
right? Yeah.
I think Polish people are ugly.
Damn, bro. What the fuck?
I know a lot
I
of
think
Polacks
Mongolian food sucks.
Bees Mongolian girls suck.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like a lot of Polish people are fucking ugly. I don't know.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry. You're the exception.
You're the only Mongolian person I know, so all Mongolian people are ugly.
Well, I'm not Mongolian, so.
Got
whatever.
for spur.
Speaking of Italians, Steve Spagnuolo had some positive things about Kelvin Shepard. And we talked about it too when Kelvin Shepard got the job. We went over that article he had with Justin Rogers from like.
My grandma's not ugly.
Oh, sorry. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
They missed her.
Phyllis.
you, though.
Phyllis.
Nicked you in the
Nicked me.
forehead.
Nah.
Well, he had some amazing things to say. Dave Paquette put it out there during Super Bowl weekend that he thought that Kelvin Shepard was very bright. He's lucky to have coached him in New York, and said that he could see him becoming a head coach in this league. I don't know if I said it on the show, if I said it in private or in a conversation with someone, but like getting this type of role at that age, what was it, like 36, 38? Those are the genius coordinators that make those type of steps.
Yeah.
And it's starting to lean that way for me with Kelvin Shepard. What you read? Just go ahead.
Nitty Gritty said handsome ass grandma. Hey, it's my only grandma left. All right, don't talk about her like that.
We love you, Grandma. Anyway,
She makes great pierogies.
pierogies are awesome. What's your favorite kind of pierogi?
I like the kraut ones. I do.
Better than the cheesy potato ones?
Yeah, cheesy potatoes.
You're Polish too, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you see a white guy, you must be Polish, huh? you got a little bit ugly in you.
It's getting Polish. Why'd you say that? No reason at all. No reason at all. Yeah. Either way, Kelvin Shepard. We had the guy who I consider maybe the best defensive coordinator in the game, and Steve Spagnuolo. Everyone wants to give credit to Patrick Mahomes. Everyone wants to give credit to Andy Reid. They don't talk about Steve Spagnuolo being part of those championships as well. I, matter of fact, would argue that the defense kind of carried them as a team last year up until Patrick Mahomes did what he did in the Super Bowl for the final drive. That guy's saying this kid's going to be a head coach? Mm-hmm. I can't even call him a kid. He's a little bit older than me. Shout out to Coach Shep.
I wouldn't say a little bit older than you. But I'd say he's a little younger than you. But, yeah, Kelvin Shepard is definitely on the fast track to being a head coach in the NFL. I mean, this is a big step, and you got to see how he handles this, because this is a huge leap going from a linebackers coach to a defensive coordinator. But I think we all agree that he's ready for this. I think we all think that he is going to have this role and execute this role swimmingly. But we've talked about it. You could see the way he runs his meetings, the way he ran his linebacker room, the way he speaks to his players, the way they listen to him and react to what he says. He has the chops of an NFL head coach. You know, you've seen the linear growth from all the linebackers in this room. Looking at Alex Anzalone coming in from being kind of a forgotten guy on that New Orleans Saints defense to being your green dot, to being a arguably top 10 linebacker in the NFL when he's healthy on the Detroit Lions. Jack Campbell is taking big strides. Alex Anzalone, I just talked about him. Malcolm Rodriguez, we know, 6th-round pick coming in here, started his first year for the majority of the season, and has been a very good surprise out of where he was drafted. Derek Barnes kind of turned around ever since he got Kelvin Shepard in that room with him. So he's a very intelligent, very well knowledge, very good knowledge. I don't know what I'm trying to say there.
Fucking Pollock.
Very knowledgeable guy, and you can see it the way he improves his room every year, the way he has them ready to go and to be prepared. Especially last year with the rotating door of injuries he had, he's still putting out guys there, and they were doing the best they could. So we all knew Kelvin Shepard was on the track to be a defensive coordinator, and head coach is the next step from what he's doing. Hopefully it won't be for another couple of years after we get a Super Bowl, but yeah, Kelvin Shepard's going to be a head coach in the NFL at some point.
I love it, and I love that he's here in Detroit. And he's been talking about becoming a head coach. He's a guy that if he's gonna make the commitment to it. He's gonna make the commitment to be the best at it. And if you're making a commitment to coaching, that coaching isn't stopping at defensive coordinator. He wants to be a head coach somewhere. I think I did say on the show. I think he's gonna be our next. Who's the head coach of the Texans?
DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
I think I did say that on the show before, and I can see it happening again. To make this type of raise like that quick in your coaching career, he just started 2-3 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago, and now become a defense coordinator. That's huge. And I talked about it. I don't know if it was again here or in private, but there's players on the team. No, I talked about it on the show too. Yeah, that said that he was kind of running the defense last year. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Last year was the best defense we've seen since I'd argue like 2014.
Yeah,
without
until
a doubt.
Everybody died.
Huh?
Until everybody died.
Until everybody died. Yeah. That was unfortunate, but they were balling out of their minds. I'm not really as concerned with the defense. I still would like them obviously to get a defensive end pairing alongside Andy Hutchinson. That's a conversation we're going to have during the next segment, because
that'll definitely help your linebackers. That'll help your secondary. That'll help your defense.
It'll help everybody, dude. And the thing is, too, we have needs on this defense beyond like the edge position. Carlton Davis, you don't know if he's coming back or not. You have a situation with the Sam linebacker with Derek Barnes. You don't know if he's coming back or not. But if you get another guy, like an actual quality guy, on the opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, that makes up for all of it. I would argue, I don't think that the Eagles' corners, maybe outside of Quinyon Mitchell, because I think he can be special. But I don't think the Eagles have like lockdown corners. They have a damn good defensive line.
Yeah.
Zach Baum was a special teamer.
Yep.
Went to the Philadelphia Eagles with that defensive line, became an all-pro.
Yeah.
Interception in the Super Bowl against Patty fucking Mahomes. The defensive line makes everything around you look better. We thought Chris Houston was a fucking good, no disrespect to him, but we thought he was a dog in Detroit because of the defensive line that he had in front of him.
Whitehead. Thought Tahir Whitehead was a stud.
Right?
Yeah.
Ashley Palmer.
Thought Ashley Palmer was a stud, dude.
It's the defensive line. It makes everything else. It's kind of like the offensive line.
It makes
the
it a lot
offensive line
easier.
can make everything else look better around you.
Yeah, when you have those guys in the middle, when you have defensive tackles that are eating 3-4 blockers, when you have these defensive ends that are constantly getting to the run, or getting to the quarterback and making him second guess every decision he makes, it's gonna make your secondary look better. When the defensive line is getting downhill, like we talked about when Aiden Hutchinson was in there, it made the secondary look a lot better. When you see what the Eagles were doing, where they were pressuring Patrick Mahomes on 40% of his dropbacks, sending 4 the whole time, it's gonna make your defense look like superstars. It's gonna make your secondary look like they're in the right spot at all times, because they only have to guard for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Because they only have to stay on their man for his first break, and if he's not there, it's a sack. So it makes everything easier for the defense when you have a defensive line that can consistently get to the quarterback and consistently stop the run without having your linebackers or other people like that have to sell out or blitz. If you can do the job with 4, that frees up everybody else to just do what they do and to cover the guys in space. And that makes it look a lot easier.
It should look a hell of a lot easier. So you hear that, Nico Harrison? Fat guys matter.
Yeah.
Fat guys make everything else around you better.
Fat guys matter.
We have to figure out a new symbol for that one. That one's taken. Do it again.
Fat guys
Fat
matter.
guys matter, baby. Fuck you, Nico Harrison. Speaking of fat guys, is that Brad Holmes' weakness?
He likes them big.
He likes them big.
Chunky.
We'll
Moto likes you.
we'll discuss this when we come back after Nick tells us about Feldman Chevrolet.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest to you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Lady Jane's walk-ins always welcome. Come in, you can get a hot lather neck shave, a scalp massage, a hot towel treatment, an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by Spinmo Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Nobody takes the Commander seriously. Make sure you smash the like button. Teflon Don. We are in the building. And beforehand, we kind of talking about Nico Harrison being an absolute idiot and sleeping on the fatties because they make the world go round. And obviously for the Detroit Lions, it's been the case. I think the offensive line's been the center of everything. And then you move on to Jared Goff. Then the run game. But it all starts with the offensive line. The defensive line can be the center of everything on the defensive side of the ball, but do we have everything yet? Everyone's bitching that we need another edge. Has that been Brad Holmes' weakness as a general manager, is acquiring defensive linemen?
I think you look at the track record of guys that he's acquired. Aiden Hutchinson, that's a win. Ali McNeil, that's a win.
Everything else after that's a loss.
Josh Pascal is a loss.
I've grabbed the 12 acquisitions for defensive linemen for Brad Holmes.
Okay.
And just give me a letter grade.
Rapid fire.
Give me a letter grade for each of them.
All right.
All right?
Real quick.
Charles Harris.
L.
F.
Okay.
Well, C. D. He gave us 1 year.
Aiden Hudson.
A+.
A+.
Josh Pascal.
B-.
Whoa. Come on.
C+.
Okay.
He's a second-round pick.
A little more real.
Yeah, I mean, expectations are high. Second rounder, I'm going C+ as well.
C+. I had C on my paper. Michael Brockers.
F.
Yep.
Well, no. D. Because, again, he at least did something.
John Kaminsky.
C.
B- for what he is. Like, we're not expecting him to be a starter, right?
He was off a scrap heap.
He was
Just
off
a
a
good
practice
old
squad.
Polish boy.
Oh, God. Are you...
Kaminsky, huh? You guys got a little bias
Kaminsky
there. We get it. I get it.
He wasn't a second rounder.
I put him as a C.
He was he's a scrap heap guy.
Yeah.
I'm not
He was
mad
off
at
a
B-.
practice squad?
No. I'm not.
Isaiah Bugs.
F. Well, no.
B. No, D. Sorry. D.
Rapid fire. Well,
I'll go D.
D is in dog.
I got D as well. Marcus Davenport.
F.
F.
F minus.
Yeah.
When healthy, he was
F.
F
kinda
You
minus.
had Super Bowl expectations, and you signed a guy that doesn't play.
Yeah. F.
F minus.
I put a C.
When
plus,
he does
actually.
play, he's great, but he doesn't play.
Doesn't
what I'm
play.
saying.
And that was the whole thing.
Yes.
That was the whole thing about him. That's exactly what happened.
I'm putting a star on that
I'll
one,
go
too.
D-. I think it helped you win one game.
I put
D-.
C+. I thought it was big in the Rams game. DJ Reader.
In the first game of the season.
When he was out by the third game. What do you want me to do? B. B?
Yeah.
DJ Reader?
I'll go B+.
Yeah.
Okay. I got an A. I don't know if I was biased in
I
that.
got B+.
By the way, guys, if you grade along with the chat, put the name you're putting your grades next to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just seeing letters. I don't know who they're for. Makai Wingo. I put a non-complete. I feel like it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Only one season in.
Played, 4 games in his first season?
Broderick Martin.
F.
F minus.
Don't look at me. You know what Don't get me started. I'm Broderick.
Broderick
Makes sense.
S.
Z.
Baby, and
Yeah.
the F is for fat at. And I'm playing.
How about B for bust? Yeah, there we go.
All right, there you go. Levi Onzarike.
C-.
That's what I put.
I'm going to go D-.
I'm not mad at that either. I mean, that's one of the spectrums kind of wide
We
on it.
finally got production in the 4th year of his deal because of either
Injuries.
health and So
Yeah.
I'm going to go D-.
And then Ali McNeil, that's an easy A.
Yeah.
Yes.
No pun intended. So that's like
Shout out Emma Stone.
that's 3 out of 12. And as much as like I want to say like
That's not a good hit rate.
it's not a good hit rate, but then you look at like those positions, the edge position in particular, like it's valued for a reason, dude. It's fucking hard to
not an
find
easy
these
hit
guys.
rate,
It's not easy to get these guys. They're rarely hitting the open market. When they do, they're going to cost you $1 bajillion. We heard Brad talk about the trade process of it last year. He couldn't. It was the toughest thing he said he ever done as a general manager.
Yeah.
Is trying to acquire an edge position player at the deadline. So it's the hardest thing he ever did as a general manager. Now the 10 years short, but he's also been in the business for a long time, especially with a fuck them picks team. It's the toughest thing he did. And then obviously in the draft, you know how the draft is. It's really hit or miss. And if Aiden Hutchinson fell to us at 2, that was a blessing. But like anything beyond there, you don't really. So I don't know if it's he's not great at it, or it's just a tough thing to do.
I think it could be a little bit of both. Because if you're going to nitpick, if you're going to look at damn, Gafford got hurt too. Oof. Sucks for the Mavs.
Jason Kidd hates his life.
Apart, dude. If you're going to nitpick Brad Holmes, if you're going to look at maybe the one thing he's done that has been subpar, it's been his defensive line evaluation. He's got, like, I would say, the only ones that I can consider wins are Hutch, Aleem, Reeder, and Levi. Or not Levi, I'm sorry, Pascal.
Pascal
was still a second rounder.
He was.
I think he's a quality guy now.
I think he's an extremely important piece.
He's a quality guy, but I looked at it today. I think he's like 22nd in his draft class in sacks. There's like safeties and yeah, it's not.
But I mean, he was never going to be a big sack guy.
You saying he's not a man?
He got big and started, like, they asked him to play the run, which he does a good job.
Does very well.
He picked up some sacks.
What about Al-Quadin Muhammad? What would you consider him?
That's a good one. I actually did not write that one down. I was writing like off-season acquisitions.
Yeah.
I would give him.
I'll give him an A.
A+.
Yeah, give him like a B to A. Look, you pull up his stats.
Yeah.
Only because I don't know how to spell that name. Good luck,
Thank you.
Spelled it right.
Yeah, I give that one like a B. B to A. I mean, I want to see the numbers a little bit there too.
Let's see here. All
He's
right.
also kind of like outside the characteristics of defensive ends they usually like to grab.
He had in 9 games, 2 starts. He had 3 sacks, 11 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 5 QB hits.
To me, that's a great. That span of time.
His best career year it was 2021 with Indy. In 17 games, he had 6 sacks, 48 tackles, 7 tackles for loss.
I'll go B+.
B+
for what he was. Yeah, he was just a guy, like you said, up a scrap heap.
So having done what we did, what would you grade?
Wingo will be good. I have faith in Mekhi Wingo being a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Wingo. I think he could become a guy.
How much does that move the needle for you in your assessment?
Not a lot, because it's still something we're kind of waiting on. And I think we're in the position right now as a team where we kind of have to operate as like, go fucking get it.
Yeah.
Because nothing is promised. You're losing your coaches. Soon you're gonna start losing players. Like this window, as much as everybody likes to live in La La Land and believe it's gonna be fucking open for years and years to come, the reality is like you're gonna have some down years. You're gonna lose guys. Nothing's gonna be the same every single year. That's why 2 years ago, yeah, we did throw a fit at the deadline because you were in a position to fucking. That's the furthest we've gone these past 2 years.
Sure was.
And we've only lost guys since.
And you were 15 minutes away from a Super Bowl.
Does Chase Young affect that so much? Maybe. I don't know. He went to the Super Bowl that year.
He did.
Made an impact play against us.
He did.
I don't know, man. I don't want to call it a weakness because I do respect him, and I think those positions, they hold value for a reason, right? They're tough to find, but I just think the position the Detroit Lions are in right now, go get fucking Myles Garrett. Like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. If it's a situation where he doesn't want to be here, I can't.
There is no possible reason for him to not want to be here in my mind.
I think just based off comments, because when he got asked directly about the Commanders, he was like, "Yeah, I'd be down for that." He's kind of openly talked about the Eagles. He said, "Yeah, that'd be awesome."
Yeah.
When he asked about the Lions, have you thought about playing with the Lions?
Not yet.
Like,
he wants to play for one of them fancy mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think so. I truly think that's what it is, man.
Can we prop up Hendon Hooker? Oh, no, they love Hendon Hooker. Pull them all in the front of the stuff. I'm just saying. I mean, the Lions, if you're truly trying to compete to win a championship, the Lions would be on your short list.
And it's everything we talked about in the previous segment where the defensive line is fucking helping everything. If you lose Carlton Davis in the open market, I listen, I love Ennis. Got to meet him. Cool dude. Sold him a car. I don't have faith in him being CB2. Straight up. I gotta see it first.
Who?
Ennis, Registrar.
Oh, okay.
Terran Arnold. Love him as well. Got to meet him as well. I don't know that I have faith in him being CB1 yet. But if you get fucking Myles Garrett and then Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil and DJ, yeah, I think they're going to look fucking amazing.
It's going to make guys look a lot better.
Especially with that safety pairing. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback's got 2 seconds to the football, and they're just tossing it up with those safeties back there?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just where I'm at with it, man. Like, he hasn't been able to do it to the draft. He hasn't been able to do it free agency. Last resort is trade.
And I will say with the draft, though, in the one where we're not really giving him credit because he fell in your lap, Aiden Hutchinson, there still was Kayvon Thibodeau. That was a clear split that he did have to make that decision. He was a physical beast coming out, like no doubt about it. Kayvon, he did go Aiden Hutchinson, which was the right draft pick. And then I want to look at a free agent that all of us were gushing over last season because, oh my God, could we pair him with Aiden Hutchinson? It was a guy that ended up going to, I believe it was his hometown in Houston, but Daniil Hunter, like you could have paired that in free agency. Brad tried. I mean,
he tried to trade for him at the deadline last year.
Yeah, I remember the trade, but I don't remember us saying like that we were in a final like 2 or 3 about him.
Well, he got traded to Houston.
No, that was a free agent.
I think he's a free agent.
Yeah.
I thought he got traded for
No, that
Bernard.
was a free agent move. We remember free agency Tinder. Free agency Tinder in here. We're all gushing over Daniil Hunter.
The veins in his fucking biceps.
That is
but I'm
weird
saying
that they did like a trade without trading.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like he's had opportunities to make the moves. Like that would have been one perfect.
Jets
You don't have to
too.
give up the draft capital, and he didn't do it. But I guess we'll see what he does choose to do now because now it seems like the back's against the wall. Obviously, it's probably not, but to us, we live and die by it. We think next season it's
There's
a
a fucking
must-win,
meteor
go get
coming,
it,
Nick.
but
There's
a meteor coming, damn it.
Got to prioritize things.
Yeah, I did want to give him credit though. He did draft Hutch over Kayvon.
That's fair. That's fair. I entertained the Kayvon stuff, so I can't even deny that.
Yeah.
Same. I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all didn't expect Aiden Hutchinson to be there, though. I know I didn't expect Aiden. I thought he was the #1 pick no matter what. And then the Jags were the Jags.
That's fair. It probably was Kayvon up until Hutch fell, maybe.
Yeah.
Because per our sources at that time, we all put money on it, by the way, too, because of it.
Yeah.
It was Kayvon. But it also could have been a situation where people talk about it all the time. Oh, this team told me they were drafting me. They didn't. It could have been that. Who knows? But we did have to go to break.
Like I said, I don't think the Lions expected Aiden Hutchinson to be there.
Yeah. Well, remember, Brad turned the card in too quick. The NFL was like, yo, we got to fucking build the suspense, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a production to do here.
Nobody expected Aiden Hutchinson to be there, too. It was the Jags doing an all-time Jags move. And
suspense, commercials. We got shit to do here, Brad. You can't just be tripping over your feet to go draft this fucking Pollock.
Yeah, passing up on the consensus #1 overall pick.
It's rumored the Titans are willing to trade their draft pick. Do you think Browns go for that? Do you think the Lions should go get that? We will discuss that.
I don't think.
I mean, we talk about it now, actually. I don't care.
I know. We got to go to break.
All right, we'll pay some bills. I'll come back, read some comments in chat. What you guys think about Brad Holmes? Is he just bad at defensive lineman, or is this a tough position to grab?
He is a self-proclaimed defensive back snob.
He likes him skinny, I guess.
Yeah. But let me tell you about Dr. Pierce. Attention, sports fans.
Attention, sports fans.
Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Amani and Edwards with Maz, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit him at michigansportsandspine.com or call him at 248-426-9944.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
It's the Les Stanford Sign and Drive sale. Get a 2024 Envision for only $239 per month, or try out the 2025 Sierra Crew Cab Elevation for only $249 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Hummer EV SUV for only $789 per month. 0 security deposit, 0 do-it signing, 0 first payment, 0 acquisition fee. Get into Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory at the Sign and Drive sale. Les Stanford Buick GMC. LesStanford.com. Come.
So I'm
gonna come.
What up? Welcome to everybody.
not
Smash the
come.
like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Easy, Spencer, Christopher, Nicholas. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. I already said that stuff. This guy's been Teflon Don in the city. Deservingly so, by the way. I've given him that immunity as well. But Brad Holmes has been the one guy of the Detroit Lions you do not critique. And this chat, 60%. Yeah, Brad's got to make bigger moves.
I don't think it's crazy.
Wow.
That's where we're at now. And like I said, Brad made the all-in moves last season. Like he signed the free agents. He signed you. He went out and traded for a cornerback one. He went out and signed you a starting defensive tackle. He went out and signed you a Pro Bowl offensive guard. He went out in the middle of the season and traded for the best edge rusher that was moved at the trade deadline. But it's just everybody got hurt, and that's not on Brad Holmes. He knew it was Super Bowl or bust. They all knew it was Super Bowl or bust. That's why he went out there and he got those pieces. That's why he made a trade and gave up a third-round pick for Carlton Davis. That's why he went out there and he signed DJ Reader and they made sure he didn't leave. That's why he went out there and he signed Kevin Zeitler, who played like a Pro Bowler all year. That's why he traded for Zadarius Smith at the deadline, who was the best defensive end moved at the deadline last year. But people got hurt. When you got 14 dudes on IR on your defense alone, those moves to insulate an already elite roster don't look as flashy as they were. They weren't in need of the giant piece or this just ultimate retool of their team. They had their team set. Everybody died. And you can't account for something like
All
that.
my friends are dead. Danny G. Okay. Since we want to shit on Brad for defensive line assessment and how many guys we've signed, let's go through other teams' D-lines. Most D-lines don't have studs all over. We lost our studs.
That's true.
That is true, but most D-lines also don't have opportunity to pick a defensive lineman at number 2. Like that's a stud piece of guy, and he hit on a lean. But realistically, we went down the numbers. We went down the list, 3 for 12. Now, I am trying to convince myself that it's hard to acquire those guys. That's why the value is there. You couldn't do it at the deadline. They're rarely available on the open market. And when they are, you got to pay a fortune to go get them. That's why the Myles Garrett thing is just such a fucking home run pick. Anybody's trying to tell you anything about the salary cap, they're fucking idiots. It's non-guaranteed money. $20 million to $19 million. That's not hurting you and what you got going on at all whatsoever. If you re-sign Hutch, you re-sign Kirby, all those deals aren't hitting you big until year 3. That's just the reality of the cap. That's how it usually works. That's how it's working right now with Panay, Amon-Ra, and Goff.
Yeah.
2026, we got like $160 million in salary cap just for those guys alone. It's just right there to do. And I don't mind going through the draft and getting it. Like I don't mind like taking another swing at it. But then when I look at his draft approach, and I'm not criticizing him for it. That's what he's best at. It's BPA. So let's say in the draft, there is a guy there that you would like to have on the defensive line that would just make sense to go grab, but he values a fucking receiver better as a player. Like I don't need that. In my opinion, like the value, there is positional value. Matter of fact, let's be real about it. Jalen Carter.
I mean, he wasn't there for us to take.
He was there for us to take at 6.
Well, we traded down.
I thought but we could have took him at 6.
Yeah.
And you didn't. You valued the running back over it. Like I think this is his weakness. Actually, now I'm talking that part out loud, because you had your generational linemen in front of you. That's why you kind of have to take those risks and opportunities on those guys at those positions, especially when you have Aiden Hutchinson on this team. Are you kidding me? Jalen Carter eating double teams alongside Aiden Hutchinson, and then you have Lee McNeil too. I don't think you would even need the fucking other edge at that point. Mm-hmm. But now you're at a point where you almost have to re-sign Marcus Davenport because you don't know if an edge is going to fall to us at 28 unless you move your way up in the draft. But if you're moving your way up in the draft, you're then giving up assets that you could get for Myles Garrett. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, I mean, I basically said this on the stream. Like, everything worked out so perfectly for the Eagles on our 18-hour stream when we were, obviously having some fun. But, like, we could have got Saquon or a Derrick Henry. We didn't know that those two, generational running backs, realistically, like, those are two of the best running backs of their generation. Those two guys were going to be available. I don't think Brad knew that. Or if he did, I don't know if he goes Gibbs at 12, trades back, goes running back that early. Because you put Derrick Henry or Saquon behind that Lions offensive line, it's going to look extremely dangerous and pretty similar to what they just did. But you cannot predict into the future like that. But one thing he could have done, I already mentioned Danielle Hunter, could have gone after Gennard, could have gone after Leonard Williams, like Leonard Williams. Like Leonard Williams. Mm-hmm. These are guys that he actually could have gotten in free agency, which he chose not to. This is not about the draft that he can control, or that falls in a different way. This is about actually getting free agents where you don't have to give up draft capital. And he chose not to do that, or at least go after those guys that had great seasons.
I know it sucks to hear because we have a really fucking good team.
Mm-hmm.
That at the end of the day,
and the majority of it is drafted.
Mm-hmm. And we're kind of just crying, bitching about it, but that's kind of correct. Like, you could have grabbed Saquon Barkley,
and now you can go grab somebody else to fill that void. Like, you had a lot of voids to fill. You had a lot of holes to fill. You weren't
fill what void?
That Jalen Carter, that defensive line void that you're missing.
That's what we're saying. You can't just go grab somebody.
Go get Myles Garrett.
Yeah. What do
you mean? You can go grab him right now. Like, you wanted to go get a Saquon Barkley. You wanted to go get that. But now you can go get that guy. You only need that one guy. I think that's where we're all at right now. Back when you were making those drafts, when you're making these picks, when you were still building the foundation of this team, you had a lot of holes you needed to fill. You had a lot of spots that you needed to fill. And right now, you have basically one hole on this team. And that is a playmaker. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a playmaker on defense, I'll say that.
I just edge, bro, because you have playmakers.
Yeah.
Kirby, Branch. I'm waiting for Campbell to become the playmaker he was in college. I'm getting a little impatient with that one, but he did take a huge jump this year.
Campbell played really
I know, but I want to see him take the jump in pass coverage. That's all I'm saying. Jay Thomas makes a perfect example too for grabbing the defensive lineman. It's a perfect example. CJ bro, eats off great pressure. He for real be getting cooked, and he does.
Yeah.
He's one of the only guys to get a touchdown in that Super Bowl for the Eagles side of things. I don't know. I hate that everything's pointing to Myles Garrett because it's just like I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, to be straight up with you. Between the haven't thought about it yet and just the Brad Holmes making that type of move.
Nobody's going to give Levi $42 million. You talking $42 million a year? Not a fucking chance is Levi going to get $42 million. What do we?
I think there was a report came out
$42 million a year? No fucking way.
Not a year.
What are you,
I think people were saying like 3 years, 42.
Yeah.
I think was the report that came out.
Well, you say give Levi 42.
Yeah, I don't think he would make a year.
Well, I mean, I'd hope not. Jesus Christ.
I think it's $14 million.
Who'd that drop from, Nick?
1-4 it comes out of. I don't know. I thought it was a bullshit report as soon as I saw it.
I saw a tweet with him and I actually scrolled past it.
I'm not paying Levi $14 million a year.
I think somebody thought the Jets were going to do it because of Aaron Klein, who all of our players that are in free agency are going to get reported to the Jets.
I got to be honest with you, that'd be a pretty shitty contract unless none of it was guaranteed. In all due respect to Levi Enrique. But, I mean, given the track history.
I agree.
Yeah, that'd be fucking wild to do.
I'd be ecstatic if Levi signed for $14 million a year because that means we would get a pick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Somebody please do that. But the Lions aren't going to do that.
No. And then again, I talked about if you're moving up in the draft, that's what you could do to go get Garrett. But there are guys in this draft class I do like a lot that I think could become dudes. Mm-hmm. Jared Verse was a guy that I wanted last year.
Yep.
I wanted to move to 19. I did it in multiple mock drafts. You guys told me you were crazy there and weren't going to trade up. Guess what? They traded up. They just grabbed Terry Arnold instead. And he still might become a thing. Who knows? Did you see him get cooked by Amik, though?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely got his ass.
He might be a player with receiver too, because who was guarding him?
Amik was playing, but that had to have been old, right?
What?
Amik's not already hooping like that.
No, that was last summer.
I was gonna say. Yeah. I just thought I was like, dude's got a broken arm. Why is he hooping like that?
Yeah. I was talking a little bit earlier with Brady about the possibility of Jack Sawyer. Could he be the other guy?
I'd love Jack Sawyer.
I think Connor was talking about them being smashing the Bash brothers from
some with white guys
from Mighty Ducks. Yeah. which I'd be cool about. There's rumors Max Crosby might be on the market
White
here soon.
Walkers.
Max Crosby.
Did you see that?
I don't understand that though. Who are those rumors coming from?
It was from
you think
Rappaport.
You think Pete Carroll's gonna walk into Las Vegas and be like, the first thing I'm gonna do is trade Max Crosby?
Well, you gotta think about it like where they're at. They're kind of similar to the Brown situation. We got to stockpile some picks.
But they're not bogged down by Deshaun Watson. They can afford to
It's fair.
pay Max Crosby and build around him.
Yeah, I'll find it. It was an Ian Rappaport article, and he used the Packers as an example of a team he'd go to. He said because he wants to be somewhere he knows people. Who does he know? Who from the Raiders came over to the Packers? Their DC?
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but he plays fucking running back.
They're still boys.
I guess these boys are the meek.
Josh Jacobs was trashing his wide receivers, saying
Josh
they don't
Jacobs
have
was
one.
talking shit.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
All of them were piping up on him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did see
Trouble
two of
in
them, yeah.
paradise in good old Green Bay, boys.
Nick loves it, dude.
We got that conversation. I'll continue to read some of these comments too. We got to pay some bills. Let me tell you guys about Mark White. If you are buying or selling a home, my guy Mark White can save you up to $5,000 in the closing cost of your new home. Give him a call today at 248-290-8242. Visit him at markwhitesells.com. That's 248-290-8242 or visit him at markwhitesells.com.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Jars Cannabis, guys. February 22nd is the date, and save that date. And make sure you're at Jars Utica for the Rail Jam. $8,000 and cash prizes. February 22nd at the Rail Jam. Yeah. Free food, free entry, and all the above. Just make sure you visit jars.com for more information or your opportunity to join up. Shopjars.com, I should say.
Trying to find a nice young lady tonight and give her a little Rail Jam.
Give her the Rail Jam. You know what I'm saying, brother? Hell yeah. What up, though, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Woodward Sports. I'm Easy, joined by Spimo Rex, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, live from 5 to 7, Monday through Friday. And we're kind of just going over some comments. You got any stuff that you read that kind of blew your mind away from the comment section there as I make this poll?
Rail Jam?
No, not from the Rail Jam. From the Brad Holmes. This is the first time I've ever seen people go up against Brad Holmes. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. And, like, nobody's saying, oh, Brad Holmes sucks, get him out of here. But this is, I think this is realistic criticism.
Do you think it's corrected this year? Do you think he sees this in his ways?
I think he aggressively attacks the defensive trenches this year in the draft and in free agency.
Can I in fairness,
I think he's seeing now that the Band-Aids aren't working.
Yeah.
That the James Houston Band-Aid, that the Marcus Davenport Band-Aid, that the Pat O'Connor, the John Kaminsky, that those Band-Aids aren't working. And if you want to establish something real on the defensive line, you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to cough up a serious amount of money or a serious amount of capital to get it. Whether that be Myles Garrett, whether that be somebody else. These kind of quick fixes that Brad Holmes have been doing on the defensive line, he can see they aren't working. And obviously it hurts when Aiden Hutchinson isn't there. Obviously it hurts when Aleem McNeil isn't there. But I think he attacks this defensive line in the draft and in free agency hard. And I don't think it's going to be these cheater deals again. I don't think it's going to be the Marcus Davenport. I don't think it's going to be the scrap heap guys. I think he goes after some legitimate players to put opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, whether that be in the draft, free agency, or the trade market. Because right now that is what needs to be addressed. And I'd love to see Aiden Hutchinson and Zadarius Smith side by side. I think that's going to be a problem. But you could still use another piece on top of that. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles, they are rotating guys in there all the time. They have Nolan Smith. They've got Sweat. They've got half of the guys you don't even know on that interior coming after them. You need a plethora of weapons in that defensive line room. And losing a guy like Levi, more than likely, possibly losing a John Kaminsky and a Pat O'Connor, those are important depth pieces. Now, with Aiden Hutchinson coming back healthy, obviously that's the most important. Aleem McNeil, who knows if he's going to be ready for the start of the regular season, but that will be extremely important. Getting a guy like Mekhi Wingo in his second year, hopefully he can stay healthy. That will be huge. But you still need to stockpile upper echelon pieces in that defensive line room, and I don't want to see another Band-Aid of Marcus Davenport put out there. And I think Brad Holmes realizes that. I think they all realize that. Like I said, Brad Holmes made those moves last year in different spots. He made those moves in the secondary getting Carlton Davis. He made those moves on the offensive line getting a guy like Kevin Zeitler to fill in there. That's not a Band-Aid piece. That's a Pro Bowl talent. And he got a guy like DJ Reader in there. Unfortunately, the guys around him died. And hopefully that doesn't happen again next year. But instead of a Marcus Davenport, I'd like to see a guy that will legitimately come in here, he'll play his 16 games, and he'll make a good damn impact. And whether that be a Myles Garrett, probably not. It's going to be in the draft for sure. And I could see him going out and signing someone that's going to come in here and do something.
The Lions' new tight end coach, who they end up hiring? I saw someone make a comment about it.
Jimmy Graham. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm with you. They got enough of the Band-Aids.
Good night, Sandy.
But if I'm being absolutely honest with you guys, because I don't see him making the Myles Garrett move, and unless Max Crosby, if Max Crosby truly is on the market, I see that more likely than the Myles Garrett situation. I think that's a guy that's more likely to come here if he wants to truly come and win. And we've already heard the rumors
the only place he'd play
that Brad
outside
already
of the
picked up the phone last year to try to make that happen.
Yeah.
So obviously that's something he's clearly interested in. What were you saying?
He said that's the only place he'd play outside of
Oakland,
yeah, or
if he had to play, yeah. Oh yeah,
Detroit.
Vegas. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Fuck you, Green Bay. I don't know why they're getting themselves a little hyped up about that situation there. That'd be amazing. But if that doesn't happen, if I'm being honest with you, Spinny, they might have to re-sign Marcus Davenport. It's affordable. It was effective. But if you're gonna be BPA in the draft, dude, you gotta re-sign him, Nick.
No way.
You have to.
He doesn't play.
If you're not gonna make a trade for Myles Garrett,
save him.
You're not gonna
till
make a
the
trade
playoffs
for
then.
Max Crosby.
Save him till the
We don't
playoffs
know
then.
what's gonna fall to you in the draft. You have to.
Don't
he was
let
effective when healthy.
Then don't let him play until you get into the playoffs. Because this dude cannot stay healthy for more than 2 games. That's where I'm at. Like literally redshirt him until the playoffs.
But then what are you doing?
Unleash him
But
in the playoffs.
if you don't re-sign him, Nick, what are you doing at edge?
Let me look at.
Because he's not going to make. Brad doesn't make these splash trades. He's not going to make these splash trades.
I got a mock
agent. I got a free agent list of defensive ends here.
Oh, let's do it.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
We're edging free agents here.
Oh,
Starting right at the top. Number 1, Khalil Mack.
Yes.
I would give money to Khalil Mack.
I could see it happening. I don't think it's crazy.
Starting at number 2, Hassan Reddick.
No, that's not going to happen.
Number 3, Matt Judon.
I would love that. I don't think Khalil Mack happens. I think he's too small for.
Number
what they'd
4,
like to do.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
I would.
But do we know
that
what they
sounds
like to do
a Detroit
now?
Lions
Easy.
signing.
I would do DeMarcus Lawrence over.
He's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
Get the fuck out of here.
Number 4, Josh Sweat.
DeMarcus Lawrence a free agent?
DeMarcus Lawrence is a free agent.
Wow. I'm good on Sweat. I think it might have been a flash in the pan without all the help in the Super Bowl.
He's not the.
He's not
too
the type.
skinny. Yeah.
Number 5.
He likes some thick.
One sec, real quick. You guys
Yeah,
keep talking about.
Relax.
You guys keep talking about the types here. I know everybody has their type, but the one guy that had a specific type in Aaron Glenn is no longer here. Do we see them maybe go off a different way than they were used to going when it comes to defensive end?
So I was like kind of talking through that earlier today amongst myself in the mirror in the corner like a crazy person. I'm just kidding, but I really was.
Speaking of Edric.
Was that an Aaron Glenn trait? But then I also think back to when Dan Campbell was talking about in pursuit of a defensive coordinator. He wants somebody similar. he wants to do a lot of the same stuff. So
Yeah.
is that a Dan Campbell trait as much as it was an Aaron Glenn trait? I guess we find out this year when they do add that second edge.
All right. Could I interest you in Dante Fowler Jr.?
I don't think it's what they want.
Could I interest you in Clavon Chason?
Unfamiliar with the game.
Okay. What about
Are you?
Shaq Thompson?
For a low.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not going to pay him $1 million or $10 million. He made $3 million last year. What about a Josh Uche?
He's more of like a linebacker. Maybe he comes and fills that Sam spot, but I also feel like he's going to be competitive on the market. I don't know if that happens.
Could I interest you in a Solomon Thomas?
Yes. How old is he these days?
Solomon Thomas is 29.4 years old.
0.4 years old.
Yeah, I don't know why it's 29 years old.
I'm here for that. I'm not mad at that at all. I think it's a big body guy, kind of fits what they like to do. But then again, Nick had a great point too. Like, is that still what they like to do? Was that just what Aaron Glenn like to do? Calvin Shepard also. I mean, he's groomed under Aaron Glenn. Maybe he buys into that philosophy.
But maybe he doesn't at all, and wants to get another kind of maybe he does want a speedy edge rusher to pair with a guy like Aiden, because I mean you saw what happened in that Super Bowl. Like, holy shit, Patrick Mahomes couldn't go anywhere because it was just collapse in the pocket. Spenny, you got any more
Brainbusters
on there?
Azeez Ojulari, free agent, a shift guard. Another guy that's kind of like on the teeter-totter and being a linebacker as well. My computer's running slow. People like me. Oh, I just read a skin color comment. I was going to read that one. Shift guard, feed me Azeez. Hey, yo, relax. Jeff Berg, Mack or Lawrence, that's it. I would love Khalil Mack. I'm not opposed to that. I think he had like 8 sacks still last year, but 6'3", 247 pounds or something like that. Like, I don't know if that's.
What about a Jerome Baker?
He's a big dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to that. That sounds like an affordable contract too.
Jerome Baker last year played 55% of the snaps for Tennessee, only 2 sacks, 61 tackles, 34 solo tackles.
How many sacks you said?
635 snaps.
No, how many sacks?
2.
2?
Yeah.
That sounds like a guy they'd sign. Chase Young's a free agent. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Probably a guy that gets a little more than what he's worth. The same way we saw with Jadeveon Clowney.
What about a Dietrich Wise?
Unfamiliar with his game.
From the Patriots last year, had 5 sacks and 408 snaps, only 5 starts.
How big is he?
29 total tackles. He is. Does not say. Let's see his injuries.
I forgot he mentioned this comment with the super chat earlier about getting the Titans pick and get Abdul Carter. I just don't think that's in the cards. Like, the Titans are picking number 1 overall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's going to take a haul to get that. And you're moving a haul to draft a guy that you don't know what he's going to be. He is a big question mark to me. Like, I think he could be Micah Parsons, sure, but, like, he's got that weird, like, linebacker shit. Mm-hmm. And that's another situation where they like him thicker. They just do.
24 TFLs is crazy.
Yeah.
How old do you guys are talking? All the guys we were talking about are 30s. Like, either 30 or later.
What type of contract do you think DeMarcus Lawrence is going to get?
Let's see what they projected.
Is there a projection on that one?
Yeah, let me go back.
I feel like he fits the set and the edge. He's 33 years old.
Marcus Lawrence is 33 years old. He's coming off of $13 million a year.
Which ain't bad.
Played in 4 games this year, totaled 3 sacks in those 4 games.
That's
His market
great.
value is $12 million average annual salary.
That ain't bad.
He's 32, so he's probably looking for his last kind of.
2 years, $24 million is what is projected.
I would have to see what the injury was. I'm not for
the injury was foot.
It's not good for a lineman. He had foot cancer.
That's no joke.
We survived that one.
Foot injury. Got suspended for PEDS. Oh, it was 2016. Yeah, but he only played 4 games. He had 3 sacks. and 167 snaps.
They might have a little PTSD from all the injuries they experienced this year. Go get him in Davenport. Get a full season out of the mix, out of the combination.
Let's see what they expect Davenport to make.
Probably somewhere 10.
No,
I think his initial contract with us was that, but he got hurt, so he didn't get all of it. So I remember being pissed. I'm like, why is this guy getting?
Marcus Davenport's projected contract is 1 year, $2.2 million.
Get the fuck out.
Yes.
Bring him back.
I wouldn't
bring him home.
I would not hate that.
If that's
when
the contract,
available, he was effective.
1 year, $2 million.
And I would let him wait.
I would love that.
Were you doing that for Davenport? 1 year, $2 million?
Yeah, and I'm just not playing him during the season. I swear, I'm so serious right now.
It's like when you buy a toy and you keep it in the package. Yeah. He's in the sideline
Like
of the headset.
a snap a game. I don't know when I would use him.
But see though, if you grab DeMarcus Lawrence, split the snaps between the two of them. They're like the same guy.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence, 33 years old. That'd be another Band-Aid signing though, man.
Khalil Mack market value is, Jesus Christ, dude, no way.
What?
3 years, $70 million.
Get the fuck out of here.
Old.
Yeah, if the Browns sign him or something.
23 per year.
The Titans sign him. Xavier D. Davenport got chopped. He didn't get injured. Somebody injured him. $2 million's good. Xavier D. I agree with that.
2.2, I would do it.
Nick was killing me.
For what?
Bring him back, Davenport.
You said $10 million.
You just said $10 million before you heard the $2.2 million.
But even before we were talking money, I said you might have to bring him back, and you guys were saying, "Whoa, no!"
If you could,
He doesn't play.
Nobody said $2 million. If you can get it for $2 million, yeah, you do it.
This is like the cornerback all over again. God, I forget his name because every time he plays, he gets injured for the year.
Emmanuel Mosley.
Yes, this is the same exact conversation.
Yeah. This guy, I'd argue, has been a little bit more productive though, in his healthy moments.
He's played more snaps.
Jeez. Yeah, he has.
By 3. But I mean,
what?
Is that bad juju? To try to keep a healthy locker room and keep signing guys that are constantly injured? Like, do they bring the curse of the injury bug in with them?
Brad Holmes doesn't believe in the injury bug.
Well, he might start being a believer after last year.
Yeah, he should.
The man should practice faith.
Should have opened his eyes, like born again injury Brad Holmes.
Even guys that were injury prone were getting hurt. Last year was like somebody put a fucking hex on us. I don't even know what to call it. We do have to go to break though.
Emmanuel Mosley and Marcus Davenport in there.
Why would they do it? It's probably CJGJ. Probably knew somebody down in New Orleans. Was jealous he didn't get the contract. He sounded jealous on media day talking all that shit. I don't know if you saw all that.
He's talking shit to you?
No, he's talking shit about Detroit. It's his time here was hell.
Oh yeah.
You didn't see that?
No, I mean I did, but that was like last week.
Who cares? Yeah, you weren't here. It was Frady. Tell us about Planet Fitness though.
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone, where anyone can feel comfortable and get a full-body workout in 30 minutes in a 30-minute circuit. All memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Or upgrade to the Black Card and get you some amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and all that good stuff. Planet Fitness, join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you will. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Soroki's! Crispy chicken and pizza is where it's at, guys. Make sure you visit Soroki's.com to find one near you. They got 7 different flavors of signature wings at Soroki's. Crispy chicken and pizza. My favorite, personally, isn't a wing or pizza. It's the biscuits. The honey handmade biscuits. You got to try them. It's absolute heaven. Visit Soroki's.com to find a location near you. Matter of fact, do a food review on the biscuit.
Do it.
Send it to us via X. We'll play it on the show.
Send it.
Like button, like button, like button, like button, like button, like button, share, 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 share. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Like button, like button, like button, like button, like button. All right, I'm sorry. That was annoying as fuck.
Like, share, 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 like.
Share, 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 share.
Nightmare.
So we talked about a little bit of free agents there. Might do a little deeper dive in that class of free agents. I'd love to. There were some names I actually liked. Didn't expect to like some of those names there. However, Nicholas Koloff has been in the trenches, digging up some mocks. And we have the Athletics mock draft 1.0.
Fellas, this one's from Nick Baumgartner, tapped in with the Lions. He writes for him for the Athletic.
Don't like that name.
Nick Baumgartner.
Baumgartner. Makes me think of the Giants.
Mad Bum. Yeah, I feel you on that. Talking about not a giant, but a Titan. All right, here we go. Tennessee Titans. Abdul Carter goes number 1. Edge, Penn State. You guys just hit on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think they should go edge here, or do you guys think they should go quarterback and restart?
I think they go edge.
I think they go edge, yeah.
Yeah, I think give Will Levis one more year.
He's a freak.
And that guy is a freak.
All right, talking about another team that might need to restart. Number 2, Cleveland Browns. Pass on quarterback, and they go Travis Hunter, cornerback / wide receiver.
These
Browns
quarterback
ass
classes, yeah, it's a Browns ass pick. I'd feel bad for him, to be honest.
I
with you.
would too. If I was the Browns, I would get Mason Graham or a left tackle. I think you got to start building in the trenches.
That's crazy.
You build inside out. I mean, if they want Travis Hunter, I can't hate him for it. He's arguably the best player in this draft class. So, like, it's not a bad pick. It's, but that's not what the Browns need. Unless they're trying to replace Denzel Ward. Unless they trade Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett and they get Travis Hunter to replace Denzel Ward, that's a pretty good move.
Yeah, you can't play Deshaun Watson.
They almost, trade the pick even.
You can't pick a quarterback yet because you still got to pay Deshaun Watson for 4 years.
But you can because he's not playing at all next year. Or at least not to the very end of the season.
Yeah, but, if I was the Browns...
He's got 4 more years? I thought it was 2.
If I was the Browns, I would start trading all my picks to just push it back. Be like, I just want...
Yeah.
Trade this number 2 overall pick for a future first.
I agree. I just said that 2 seconds ago.
So you can load up on talent, and it just pushes back those rookie contracts even more to where Deshaun's off the books, then the rookie contracts start hitting.
Speaking about a rookie contract, I'm excited to see what you guys have to think about the Lions pick here in a second. At number 3, we got the Giants. Cam Ward, first quarterback off the board. What do you guys think about
Cam Ward at 3?
Going above Shedeur?
I think he's got the better arm. I'm not mad at it. I think Shedeur is the best quarterback in this class, between the years. But for whatever reason, despite him being Deion Sanders, one of the most athletic guys, kids, he's not extremely athletic. He's not super fast. He doesn't have a really strong arm. I think Cam Ward has more of an NFL arm. I think Shedeur has more of an NFL mind.
I think Shedeur will be a better quarterback in the league than Cam Ward.
All right.
Cam Ward's older, too.
Benny first.
How much older?
A couple years at least.
If the Cam Ward stuff about his hands is true, that's also a little.
Yeah, Cam Ward's 22.
And
that's still very young.
And in New York, playing outside. Might have to deal with some conditions.
Oh, no, Shedeur's older. Wow.
How old's Shedeur?
Shedeur's 23.
23?
Wow.
Didn't Cam Ward transfer to Miami from somewhere?
Yeah, he did.
I think Cam Ward is higher upside.
I guess Shedeur transferred too.
Yeah,
yeah. Number 4, the New England Patriots take Will Campbell, OT, LSU. But number 5, Mason Graham off the board. I think he's an absolute disruptor. What are you guys' thoughts? Quick thoughts on Mason Graham, the local guy. Number 5, Jacksonville.
a good pick.
I love it. I kind of feel bad for him because Jacksonville's a fucking dump, but
Jacksonville should start selling too. They should trade Trevor Lawrence right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
That's
pick up
tough.
the phone.
Oh, easy one. No doubt about that.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Pick up the phone. If he falls to number 6, people are going to be calling, but they're not going to be picking it up. 6, Las Vegas Raiders. Shudder Sanders goes to Vegas. You guys think that's a good fit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've already kind of talked about it. I think Dion openly said he wants him in Vegas.
Damn, Field Yates has
Vegas
the
or
same
New
thing
York,
so far.
Really?
Yeah. I think that might be like one of those like interwebbings, like what's already kind of like a lock. Like when Eli didn't want to get drafted by the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. So you think he told?
Yeah, I think it's the Giants and or Vegas. Like he wants to say Oakland. I apologize.
Who's number 7? Mikael Williams?
Number 7, Will Johnson, cornerback, Michigan, going to the Jets to pair with Sauce Gardner.
That would be pretty nasty.
That'd be hard.
With AG, with that D-line.
Yeah, I
That'd
like
be
it.
hard.
But
I
they
like it
might
for
get
Will.
a... They
should trade with Cleveland.
They should trade with Cleveland and get a quarterback.
I wouldn't be mad at that. What'd you make a face? No? These quarterbacks aren't worth it?
They're going back. They're getting Darnold back. Come on, boys.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right, 8, Carolina Panthers, Jalen Walker, edge, Carolina. Not sure much about him, but I'm
Wow.
going to... do you guys know much about him?
No, but I didn't think he'd go that early. I mean, he's a bigger dude. Little rough around the edges.
Bears go
O'Reilly.
Offensive tackle out of Missouri.
Murray's
But we're going to go to 15 where we see Shamar Stewart all the way up at 15 from the Atlanta Falcons. A hot name over for the Lions at 28. Texas A&M. What do you think about him going all the way at 15?
Ahead of Mike Green?
Yeah.
That's at 16. We got Mike Green goes off the board to Arizona.
Yeah.
I think both guys, I think they're
That's
they're
right
there,
around where
man.
they're gonna
yeah,
go,
I
yeah.
think Shamar, I know it's not the collegiate stats, but if you go and watch it, like, he's a fucking dog. And his get up off the ball at 6'5", 290 pounds is like ridiculous.
Yes.
Out of this world. 22 years old, you can mold that into top 15 edge rusher in the league. And
I agree.
I pray he falls like 18, 19. I think I can see Brad making a move for him.
The third defensive lineman in a row. Cincinnati takes
Don't
Derek
like that.
Harmon, defensive tackle, Oregon at 17.
Derek Harmon?
Yep.
Bum. Fuck him.
You don't like him?
Boom.
Don't want
No,
him?
he's really good. He left state to go to Oregon.
His
Damn. Got that NIL.
was
money.
their O-line bad or just more the defense
Who?
for Cincy this year? Because I remember the narrative's been like O-line.
Yeah,
It was all
Defense.
defense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Especially
Makes
after they
sense for 'em.
trade us.
That would be a good pick
Trey
for them.
Hendrickson.
That would be a really good pick for them.
I saw a comment in the chat. How about a third and a fourth for Trey Hendrickson?
How about a second or a first?
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
think
I'm
you
paying
get
him.
Trey Hendrickson
I'm
for
not
a
mad
third
at
and a
that,
fourth.
but he wants money. He's been openly saying he wants money. Brad's not giving him assets to pay whatever much money this guy wants.
Well,
He probably wants the world.
If you could pair him with Aiden Hutchinson, I'd make it happen for a Super Bowl. All right, 20, Denver Broncos. Tight end, Colson Loveland. What do you think
Love
about
that.
the fit for Bo Nix to
Huge
get his...
fit.
Yeah.
Great fit.
Remember Jimmy Graham? Jimmy
Yep.
Graham numbers. Run it up.
Run it up. Yeah, I think
Throw
that's
that
a
jump ball in
perfect
the
fit
end
as
zone.
well.
Yep.
All right, Chargers. Jim Harbaugh takes a rival, Emeka Ibuka, to the Chargers to pair with Lad McConkey.
Wow.
What do you guys think about that?
Did McMillan go yet?
You gotta give me
He
a
had
sec.
to
I was
have.
doing
He
some
had to have.
T-Mac
notes.
has to be off the board.
Yeah, because he's by far the best receiver.
Receiver from Arizona.
Yeah, give me a second, fellas.
Baumgartner might have fucked up.
Yeah, 9 win McMillan.
Okay.
He went 9.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a good pick. Ibuka to the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think they could use some wide receiver. Do they take him first round though? I think they might.
First round.
They might be the type to like wait around a little bit, you know. But I makes sense. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, kind of crazy there. Chris, I sent in a couple division rivals. Do you have those in Slack right there?
I do.
All right,
Shout
this
out,
is
Chris.
the sad, lonely fan base of the Green Bay Packers. Everything's good. It's behind them. They
I
go
hate them.
Michael Williams, but it's an edge out of Georgia. I think
Good.
we
I should
didn't
have
throw it
Michael
out.
Williams.
I didn't.
No, you said starting at the Lions pick.
All right, no worries. And then the Minnesota Vikings go Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, Ole Miss. So D-line, both in division. What do you guys think about that?
It sounds like they're building up to go after the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, shout out to Gun Guy, take your pants off. Yeah, they're going to have to do that with the Lions and what they do offensively. They're going to need all the defensive line help they can get.
as much as they talk shit, they're building up to
try to beat us.
Exactly.
Because none of them did last year.
Tua.
This guy gets too close, but no cigar. Houston Texans say Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle, Michigan. I thought would be great for this Detroit Lions.
They took him where?
25.
Wouldn't mind seeing you pop up a couple picks there to grab Kenneth Grant.
That would be fucking awesome. Do you want to tease the Lions pick when we come back from break?
The Detroit
Yeah,
Lions
let's tease the Lions pick.
have taken
Caesar Sportsbook.
Yeah,
Caesar Sportsbook is their first overall pick, and it should be yours as well. It's the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Make sure you tap in, scan that QR code above my head. Use code word Woodward1000 to get your first bet up to $1,000 back in risk-free bets. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Merch!
Woodward Sports merch is the best merch in the game. Go ahead to woodwardsports.com. Click that shot tab today. Every team, every season. Hoodies, tees, hats, all of that. Go to woodwardsports.com. Click that shot tab today and get some brand new merch.
That's a weird side voice you're doing there. That's crazy. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits. Livewoodsports.com. Meets Joe West, more action. Chris Nicholas Cole.
With pick 28, the Detroit Lions select.
Boom.
Donovan.
Chris, I was going to...
Ezeraku. Donovan Ezeraku, edge out of Boston College. And what's this guy's name again who wrote this?
Nick Baumgartner.
Nick Baumgartner.
Ezeraku.
Says Ezeraku, 6'2", 248. Yeah, they're not drafting him.
Pairs outstanding
burst with near 35-inch arms. He's another tenacious edge rusher who has had phenomenal 2024 with 60 pressures, 16.5 sacks, and 20.5 tackles for loss. God damn. The Lions need someone who can win one-on-ones opposite of Aiden Hudson, and this would qualify.
So, quick scouting report on this. Ezeraku, love the guy. 6'2", 16.5 sacks, 21 TFLs, 80 total tackles, and he's 21 years old.
21.
I like this guy a lot. I mean, obviously, just production-wise. But do you guys think they, go a different way than the defensive linemen of the past that they've liked to pair opposite Aiden Hutchinson?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to draft a guy that's 6'2", 250 to play on the edge.
Yeah, unfortunately.
There has been nothing in their track record that says that is someone that they are excited about unless it's in the 7th round or 6th round of drafts. No, I would not count on Brad Holmes using his first pick in this draft on a guy that's 6'2", 250. Unless he's a linebacker.
Too small.
Yeah.
Or unless he had previous history, because Brad just fucking loves that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of his stuff on Twitter right now. I mean, this is more highlight versus tape. He's got a crazy dip. Like, there's a little dip around. I'm kind of spinning on this one, though. This whole point of what we were talking about earlier, like the Moto stuff. You look at the history of the guys that grabbed Josh Pascal, John Kaminsky, Marcus Davenport. Whoever it is, it's been a bigger body guy versus that I think earlier on they're trying to go with like some type of 3-4 defense. But I'm not – I like it. Those numbers are actually insane. The pressures, TFLs, sacks. This kid looks like he could be a stud. I just don't know if it fits what they're looking for at the defensive end spot.
Denver says in his whole college career, ? That's horrible. No, this was in his All-American senior season. Is when he put up these numbers that are ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that was 1 year.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, right there. And the reason I was kind of waiting until Chris put that up is because there's 2 guys on the board that got drafted after.
Okay.
One of them went to the Bears at 41, and JT Tulimatu, and 43, right? Jack Sawyer.
Both the Ohio State guys.
Both of the Ohio State guys went in the second round. And, I mean, you guys clearly, this guy's size scares you a little bit. You don't think they'll draft him. If they did draft him, would you guys be concerned or would you be excited?
I'm not necessarily concerned with the size. I just don't think that's their flavor.
Yeah.
They're not. That's not the type of edge rusher they like to draft. It's, kind of whatever the name, Davenport, Pascal, Kaminsky. They're like the bigger, thicker dudes. Pause. But I'm not opposed to it at all whatsoever. Just give me a fucking edge. Opposite of Aiden Hutchinson.
Give me somebody that's going to get to the quarterback. And if he can get to the quarterback at an extremely high level, then yeah, he should be the guy. But again, it's not that we're concerned with the size. It's that Brad Holmes is probably not going to do it based on the size.
Xavier saying Mike Green, if he's still there, he went number 16.
Yes, Mike Green was not there.
Yep, he went 16 there in this mock. But
what about you? The other names that you read coming off the board after?
I like JT, I think, a little more than Sawyer out of OSU. And, I mean, to be honest, I would have to watch a little bit more tape on Ezaraku. But you guys know me. If the production's there and if you're saying already he's got this crazy bend, I mean, I would like to see it. You know, I really would. I just think, numbers don't lie sometimes.
Philly in the Woodward Sports Chat says this guy is very young. He'll get bigger. I don't think he's going to grow 3 inches. And that's unfortunately Brad likes 6'5" plus. Just water him and he'll get bigger.
That was a crazy comment.
If he grows,
he'll get bigger. Like I can see him putting on 15 pounds in the NFL, but he's not going to get any taller.
Where did that kid from Tennessee end up going in that mock, Nick? Did he go before us or what?
Yeah,
James Pierce, I think his name is, or something.
Yeah, give me a second. I was looking for a lot of edges and defensive tackles to throw in there, but real quick while we're doing that,
I like that kid a lot. He's a little
Detroit
skinny,
Lions in the second round at pick 60. They go down to the dirty state of Ohio, and they take Darius Alexander, defensive lineman from Toledo. So they double down on the defensive line. Is this what you guys want to see happen no matter what the player is?
Yes.
Or do you guys want to see him maybe go offensive lineman to get some more depth there?
No, you can get offensive lineman wherever.
I'm not opposed to either or. At that point, go BPA, in my opinion. But defensive line, I think I love DJ Reader, but his time is kind of ticking.
Darius Alexander, 6'4", 320 pounds. In 2024, he had 40 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and an interception. Also 4 passes defended, so he likes to get them big meaty paws up there and swat some balls down. In 2023, he had 36 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. Yeah, like I said,
obviously he's coming out of the MAC here.
6'4", 320.
I got no issue with MAC, guys.
34-inch arms, 82.25-inch wingspan.
That's where Quinyon Mitchell went. He started on a Super Bowl roster. Played very well, too, might I add.
Everybody's saying he good pad level, keeps his hands tight as a run defender, can make tackles with linemen hanging on to him. So it sounds like he's what you wanted Broderick Martin to be.
I'm here for it. Unless there's another offensive lineman. I'm not opposed to grabbing an offensive lineman either. But
let's see the negatives here. Long strider, not explosive off the line of scrimmage. Hurt his get off. Has a habit of doing too much dancing at the line when bull rushing. Hips are a little stiff to clear the lower half and can't get clean as a pass rusher. So it seems like all the lacks are he's not too hot of a pass rusher.
Well, that sounds up their alley. They're like guys that can just stop the run. That's like their main thing. Just squeezing these holes tight and or shut.
Hell yeah.
Easy, you asked about the Tennessee edge rusher, James Pierce Jr. He actually went 27 the pick before the Lions to the Baltimore Ravens. Tell me a
To the
little bit about
Ravens,
James
too.
Pierce Jr. Is that who you're kind of been?
Yeah, 6'5".
early
So
in the
he
process?
is. I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head. Alden Smith is what he reminds me of. Like a skinnier version though. He's 6'5",
wiry,
247. Yeah,
Oh,
but like
wow.
you could build that frame.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
You know, millionaire money.
You can groom him.
Yeah, you can put some weight on that bad boy.
Hell
I think
yeah.
he's special. He's got super freakishly long arms, and especially if you got Aiden Hutchinson, you know, chasing guys out of the pocket, or Lee McNeil chasing guys out of the pocket, get your hands around the quarterback, trip him up, whatever you need to do to get him down. He reminds me a little bit of Alden Smith. I would love for that to happen. 27, I'd just pick up the phone and make it fucking the call up.
Yeah,
I like him a
especially
lot.
to the Ravens, like it's gonna work.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, this one. This is what Nick has to say. This feels very low for a player with Pierce's twitch, burst, and bend off the corner. He recorded more than 100 combined pressures over his 2 years as a Tennessee starter. Wow. Yeah. Sounds dangerous.
Dolo Dynamite in the Woodward Sports Chat. Nick Scorton, edge. Yeah, out of Texas A&M. I like him a lot too.
He was gone though, right?
No, I don't think so. Is he in the first? If they took him at 28, I would be cool with that. I put on the tape to watch
Nick Scorton.
Nick Scorton.
To watch Stewart, Shamar Stewart.
Hurting for a Scorton.
And like for the first I'm not even gonna lie, it's embarrassing because I don't watch college football like that. But for the first 2 minutes, I'm watching Nick Scorton thinking it was supposed to be Shamar Stewart because I'm like, this kid's fucking good.
6'4", 285. I like
Fits
that.
what they like.
I like that.
Fits what they like. But yeah, James Pierce is a fucking dog.
Who we
Another
going?
guy
Who we
falls
going?
Anywhere than 25, I
5
pick up the phone.
sacks, forced fumble, 27 solo tackles.
Nick Scorton goes 49 to the Bengals. They double down as well.
Yeah, he's not a first round pick.
Chris, who do the Detroit Lions draft in the third round here?
In the third round here, I'll let you read this one.
Damn, he had 3 rounds? This
Got
guy's a
the
fucking
Detroit
sicko.
Lions taking Charles Grant, guard tackle out of William and Mary.
I got a little
Sounds like
PTSD out of
Sorsdale.
William and Mary. That's
Right?
I'm beyond, especially
Is that
for
Sorsdale?
guard tackles.
Is that
out of
literally
William and
Colby
Mary.
Sorsdale?
That is literally Colby Sorsdale.
Yeah. I figured they would probably go, try to get some depth there, but
Charles Grant.
we'll
William
see.
and Mary.
I'm excited. I saw a tweet from Daniel Jeremiah. Let me try to bring it up. Did you guys see this?
6'4", 300 pounds.
I got to be honest, between sorry, Nick, but between
No, you're good. Go off. Let me find this.
Sorsdale from William and Mary and Broderick Martin at Western Kentucky, fuck those schools. Like, fuck those kind of schools.
Let's see. His junior year, he was first team All-American honoree.
Don't care.
Second team All-American by the Associated Press. All CAA first team selection. All-State first team. Started all 11 games. Helped William and Mary's offensive rank 13th nationally in rushing. The Blue Bloods preseason All-American second team. Preseason All-CAA first team. He ranked as the CAA's top tackle in pass blocking efficiency, allowed only 1 sack on 334 pass blocking snaps, and graded better than 90% in 7 games. Finished the season grading out 92% with 40 pancakes. Honored as a finalist for the Wells Fargo Advisor Humanitarian Award of the Touchdown Club of Richmond.
Cool story. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Sell me my insurance. No, I'm good on the William and Mary guys.
He's not selling anybody insurance. He's going to be in the league.
How what, 6'3"?
6'4", 300 pounds.
Pizza bet?
Don't care.
That he gets drafted? Yeah, I'll pizza bet that.
Yeah, he'll get drafted.
I'm kidding. All right, Daniel Jeremiah had something
Denver Blair had the same
interesting
reaction to
say.
Blue Bloods. That's a hell of a name.
Yeah.
Kind of right.
Daniel Jeremiah's thoughts on the defensive tackles in this draft, Spenny.
Last year at this time, I had a potential starter grade on 12 defensive tackles. This year, I have 24 of them. Ridiculous amount of depth at the position in the draft class.
I'm telling you, Nick, this is a dog-ass defensive line class.
What I love to hear, fellas.
But I like to get the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Get them early. I think Nick Scorton and Shamar
for
Stewart.
Scorton.
I think those guys could fall into the class of defensive tackles because they're fucking 280,
hurting for a
290. Hurting for a Scorton.
Horton hurt a Scorton.
I'm hurting for a Scorton.
Horton hurt a Scorton.
Hurting for a Scorton. Yeah, some guys a little bit tweeners, they might fall into that defensive tackle class, but yeah, it's a dog-ass defensive class.
Oh, show.
You got the Grant and Graham coming out the first round off rip from the same school, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad, we're not getting Garrett. This class is too stacked. Brad's gonna work his way around
Could entice
it.
the Browns to want the picks in this draft to replace him.
I like that.
Maybe they're hurting for a squirt.
Maybe they're hurting for a squirt.
Did you say she was hurting for a squirting? Oh yeah, I remember her. She was. And this one, hoe for show.
Yeah,
I
she
remember
was a
her.
hoe.
She was a hoe for show. Let's go to break. We're gonna come back. Maybe we'll get some mailbag questions in. Oh, we still got 2 segments. Never mind.
Cream of the crop.
Lady Jane's. Walk in any Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. You can get a hot leather neck shave, a hot scalp massage, or a hot towel treatment from one of our talented, lovely stylists. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are also always welcome. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
What up? And welcome to Woodward's Live, WoodwardSports.com.
Live.
I should send this to Chris. John Rocker, former MLB baseball player, and Patrick Mahomes Sr., former MLB baseball
His video?
player. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I know.
They didn't throw him, but they almost got to him. Maybe it's not worth watching.
Yeah.
But,
was it funny?
It looked pretty
Were they
funny.
just doing like old man
I
stuff?
thought, yeah, kind of. I thought it was just like some juiced out old man. I was like, this guy's getting knocked out by Patrick Mahomes Sr., but no, that guy played baseball too.
Yeah.
So he probably equally is.
Easy is scared of baseball players.
I have this theory they can throw a mean punch, a mean right.
That's why he backed down to Broder.
Wow.
It's not why we backed down the brother. I was just scared for other people. Pistons powered. We talked a lot of Detroit Lions today, ladies and gentlemen. And I damn sure rolled up some feathers yesterday talking about one Jaden Ivey. And I'd like to make some clarification after some education. Okay? I do not think the difference is as drastic as I was pointing to yesterday. I'll say that. I will say that between he and Cade Cunningham, they are both talented enough to change the narrative around. How's that? Before now, I truly do believe
we're doing this again.
They'd be better moving on. Well, just some clarification. We got some numbers. I allow Chris to elaborate on because I sent him via text. I know he was looking into them. Christopher Platypus III.
That is my name. That's
Take
my
it
government.
away. We were looking at the usage stat for Kate. We were looking at his efficiency shooting. I think the efficiency gone down like 2%. His actual field goal percentage went up.
Here,
did it not?
let me slack it, or
Okay.
if you can, or here, I'll do it. Go ahead, keep going.
Well, actually, I have it here on my phone. His assists stayed the same with and without Ivey on the floor. Everything was pretty much the same. He scored more points, obviously, without Ivey. For whatever reason, this one didn't make sense to me. Had less turnovers without Ivey. I don't know how. You figured he'd have way more. But he's been pretty efficient. We have a fucking.
You tell me Ivey can't catch the ball when Kate gets
No, I'm not saying that.
I think he's just more settled into the offense.
Yeah.
And again, playing worse teams, like Nick said.
Yeah. But the NBA is full of bad teams.
Well,
some guys
not in
came
the
back.
Pistons' first half of the season.
Dude, Dolo
Remember that
Dynamite,
gauntlet
stop
to start the
spamming. You've been
season?
doing it all day.
What's he
We
saying?
get it. The same names. So he's like Arya Stark in the chat, dude. Nick Scorton, Edge, James Pierce, Edge, Mike Green, Edge, Walter Nolan. Like, we get it. Okay. Congratulations. Stop doing it, or you're going to get muted.
But yeah, I don't think the difference was as great as if I made it out that way yesterday.
Okay, so for further clarification, what exactly is your stance right now with the Pistons with Ivey? Like, are you just saying that you want to explore moving him now because you think there is a certain ceiling, or what is your specific like stance on Ivey? Just like for clarification, kind of going forward.
Precisely what you said the first time around. Not moving him now, obviously. And as I said, your greatest asset you have for this team, and the reason why you weren't going to make a big move, one of the reasons you weren't going to make a big move was that Jaden Ivey was the best asset you had without us having access to our first-round picks. I think they probably do want to see this, give us a little bit more time. But I just think while it's hot, while there's hope, that's the number one value in sports entertainment and sports in itself is hope. If I could sell you this dream, you're going to cash in on it. Give me all your picks or whatever I can. I feel like we got to get the juice while it's worth the squeeze out of Jaden Ivey. Before any type of contract we got to give him now too coming up.
Yeah, but I don't think Jaden Ivey's juice is going anywhere, even with the contract extension, because he's still going to be looked at as 24, 25, 26. Like, he's still going to be looked at as years from his prime. So I still think that even going forward, he won't get a contract that's too egregious. Now, and maybe he has more value after this season, but at this point, I feel like what's going to up his resume is 2 seasons of this type of production at a healthy, durable rate. Like, and it's not going to be just this season, this moment. And again, I'm also not saying that Ivey is the 2 I believe for this team to be a contender. I think he can develop into a role as a third or just a very good starter or a very elite top of the chain 6-man. Like, I can see those type of roles. So that's why I'm not ready to sell on Ivey. It's not because of I'm saying that he can't be a number 2. I think that you can find different. I think this team in this situation is still fluid enough to where you're finding your number 2, you're finding your number 3, and these guys are young.
With that, because even you were saying that, right? I think right now you could sell him. You could sell the dream of him as a 1, as the guy. I think you sell the dream of him as that 2.
I think you still
and
can't. And
come trade deadline next year, I think you start having a little bit of those conversations.
I think you still can 2 to 3 years from now. I think you look at guys like Reggie Jackson, that was the contract entering their contract year of their rookie contract. So that would be Ivey's next year. That was a guy you were looking at, and then somebody believed in him, and that was Detroit. Like, you see those type of scenarios even after they signed their extensions. You see these type of players go somewhere else because there's always going to be teams rebuilding. There's always going to be teams looking, and as long as Ivey is 25, 26, like, there's still going to be teams that hope he can be something or that believe that he can be a piece, whether that is the price of a 2. Like, nobody's giving up enough assets for him to be deemed a 1 right now. Nobody's doing that on the trade market. If you're trading for Jaden Ivey, you're looking at him as a 2 or a 3 or just a young prospect that you very much like and want to explore. I don't think that market is personally
next year, though. I think he could.
Easy. Have you been impressed with the ability for Ivey to get better every year? Because this year he has a career high in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage.
The injury
rebounds,
fucking
and points.
sucks, dude. Because I wanted to see that like through its entirety.
This is the first time he had Dwayne Casey. He then had Monty Williams.
And
It's the first time he has a real coach.
Mm.
And the shooting coach, which is obviously putting up numbers for him, shooting 41%. Like, that's crazy for Jaden Ivey. We weren't even, like, dreaming of that this year. And that's what he was doing. I think, like,
and
this
he
is
was
just
playing
the
better
start.
defense.
I think this is just the start for Ivey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I really wish that he didn't get hurt so we could saw that like all the way through to see
That's why I'm
what
saying
was real,
just,
what wasn't.
Yeah, so
that's
fuck
why
Cole
I'm saying
Anthony.
Let it rock.
Yeah, fuck Cole Anthony first. But that's why I'm saying I think it's a little bit too quick to bring up the numbers and saying I know Cade has better numbers like across the board, basically.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a little too early when it comes to sample size because I truly believe Jaden Ivey was just starting to get going, and we've never seen really Ivey at his best, Cade at his best playing together. I think it could be a dangerous combo moving forward.
I've had the same stance I've always had on it. I think stuff we've seen so far kind of backs that, but that's just kind of where I'm at with it until I see otherwise.
I mean,
I know we talked about it yesterday a little bit. So would you not play him if he was healthy in the playoffs?
Yeah, dude, come on.
That's a different conversation. That's
You said it yesterday.
But that's are you able to play effectively and help us out? You haven't played in, how many months would it be at that point? Playoffs are what, in April?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be like 3 months you haven't played basketball.
He's not going to
outside
be
the
able
few
to play.
practice reps. He'll be able to play. I think he'll be. They're talking about it. We listened to Trajan Langdon today.
There's rumors of a March return right now. So I mean, if you get a couple weeks of basketball under him, obviously at any point you bring him back this season, if he was able to come back, he would be a not 100% version of himself, but you're still putting that in your rotation. This was a guy that was averaging 20 points. Like, what are we doing here?
But yeah.
Yeah, but at times 20. You're right. It did dip to 17. But this is a guy that is averaging 17 points per game. You're not just going to take this guy and put him on the end of your bench.
No, you're definitely
gonna find
playing him
minutes
if he's
for him.
healthy. Like, he's the second best player on your team when healthy. You're going to play him. And all those guys love him. They're a fit together. They were showing it at the beginning of the year that they were playing really well together. Yeah, it's a stupid question.
They were even figuring out.
He does play?
If he's healthy, yes, he will play. That's not like, is that a hot take?
No.
That if Jaden Ivey's healthy, he's going to play? I don't think that's a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take. I don't know. I'm not in love with it. That's nothing to do with the prior statements either.
You need
just the rust. It's in itself.
Right, but
I'm not trying to watch this guy get himself going while we're trying to win fucking playoff series. You know.
But you are going to need Ivey because, again, as much as we love Cade, when this team comes to a playoff matchup and a team has weeks to game plan and game to game adjust and give Cade a multitude of looks, we are going to see a potentially inefficient Cade or a less efficient Cade because that type of offense will be a lot easier to focus in on when you're not playing it on a random Tuesday, when you have time to prep and game plan. So you need somebody like Ivey that is dynamic, that adds another fold to this offense, specifically in the playoffs.
In the playoff series, they're just going to double team Cade the whole time.
Yeah. Cade is going to – I'm prepared for Cade to have some not great playoff games, and that is no indictment on Cade, but it is his first time there.
First time in playoffs.
And given the context of what he has around him, especially if Ivey's not there, he's going to have some tough playoff games.
Yeah.
You need a guy like Ivey there 100%. I don't care if he's 80%. I don't care if he's 75%. If Ivey is out there, he gives you another look, another dimension that defenses have to think at least slightly about. And Cade needs every ounce of that, especially if you want to do anything in the first round. Get a playoff win for the first time in God knows how many years. Like,
let's go break.
It's like the Thunder last year. Like, as amazing that team was, that was the first time that deep in the playoffs, and they had to take that L to grow from it.
Yeah, for sure.
They need that scar tissue.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We're going to do some mailbag questions. But first, Nick, tell us about Feldman.
Or we go around the league.
Or we can go around the league. Yeah, we can do that.
Or around the dime. Let you guys decide.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
All right, Nick. I had you cook up around the diamond, and it was supposed to be that last segment, and I apologize for doing that. I was on the second sheet of prep, and that's why I did that.
Yo, it is all good. Should we save it for tomorrow? It's still going to be here. Same exact
It's your dish. You cooked it up. You tell me.
I'm down to save it for tomorrow.
We can save it for tomorrow. This is
its true glory.
Okay.
It is 10 predictions on the
10?
2025 Tiger season. It's not mine. This was an article that came out.
10?
I thought they were spicy. There was a lot of them I agree with. A lot of them I didn't. I think we gotta wait for tomorrow because this might be some fire takes and it might be some icy takes, fellas.
Ooh. Hot and cold.
You gotta wait on it.
With that being said, mailbag. Why won't Spinny get an apartment with me? Mailbag.
I send Booner apartments every day, and he doesn't reply.
Did you send
Booner was supposed to move into my basement like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't.
Booner's just got a fear of leaving.
Shout out to Charles McClain. Guy. He loves his aunt. Could you see Lions going O-line first? Will they be losing Zeitler, skipper, question mark? And my mock, I went O-line, then got Josiah Stewart in the second round, and then I went tight end in the third round.
I don't see them going O-line first, and I don't see them drafting Josiah Stewart.
I could see him going O-line first. Brad goes BPA. Whoever's there, the best player available, he's going to take him. If it's an offensive lineman, if it's a tight end.
It's more than likely going to be a defensive lineman.
If it's a freaking linebacker, he's going to grab it.
Josiah Stewart is small, but he puts out numbies.
Josiah Stewart was tearing it up at the Senior Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, Josiah Stewart I think is going to be pretty good.
I would like to get off of this. You need big ol' edge. I honestly want a speed rusher.
You would like to, but Nick, look at who they grabbed.
Yeah.
It's
a man can dream, damn it.
That's fair.
'Tis fair. I just skipped everything I was just reading. Apologize. Feldman mailbag. Could you see he already asked that one. Shout out. Can we just do the Job thing? Because I know there's Job news. He added some pitches. Is that coming from like an article or what?
Who?
Heard Jackson Job's got a few new tricks in the bag.
He added a couple new pitches. Evan Petzold put out an article about it that he added. What was this?
Curveball and a sinker.
A curveball and a sinker to get some more swing and miss stuff going. So that's good news. We saw it when Scooble added the slider. Worked out pretty well. So just more weapons for him to work with. More stuff for Chris Fetter to work on him with. So you love to hear that.
I saw in a bullpen today from Tigers Torquemoil.
Reese Olson?
Torquemoil? No, Job's bullpen. I did like Reese's.
Reese's bullpen looked good.
And Job's, he got up to 101.8.
Told you he's got the juice.
Shout out to Races Sales for being in Chicago tomorrow for the Detroit Pistons game.
Shout out.
In enemy territory, holding down for the Stones.
There is a prediction on Job, but it's not the question that I posed to you guys earlier. So there's a thing where maybe he doesn't start on the majors because we did re-sign Flaherty and because you can manipulate his service time an extra season if you wait until, I believe it's the end of April or even May to pick him up. I don't want to do that. I want to see Job get like front runner, rookie of the year, start off hot.
Yeah,
like,
no,
and
I
you
think
get an extra pick at this point for incentive to bring him up early. I think he at this point has a lot more juice in his arm than a guy like Casey Mize for that number 5 starting spot. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think Job should be your 5th starter. DNC ENT says, mailbag, you are in a coma for the next 5 years. You wake up and the Pistons and Tigers have both won championships, but the Lions have never won a Super Bowl. What's your reaction?
Should have fucking traded for Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
That'd be my reaction.
Should have traded for Chase Young.
Should have traded for Chase Young. And you guys are fucking hating. I'll rub in your fucking face every day. Like dog shit in the fucking end of the Step Brothers. Every single... I'll never let you guys forget it. Every fucking day. Should have traded for Chase Young, huh? We overreacted, huh? Oh, we're not giving up draft capital for Max Crosby? You would never fucking hear that. You still might not today.
Tigers haven't won since '84. Pistons haven't won since '04. I'd be happy for the
Shout
city
out.
of Detroit to win 2 championships.
Fire.
I would be a little sad though that I missed it. The
Well,
Pistons. won.
I would be very sad.
Oh,
that I missed
yeah,
it. What
I
about the
just
Red
was-
Wings? Did the Red Wings win any Stanley Cups?
Dude, I'm up on the Red Wings right now. That's crazy because I'm a bigger Pistons fan my entire life, but like it's just so much more fun to watch. to me.
Hockey is very fun to watch.
I honestly, I know the record kind of fucked them, like out the gate. But are the Red Wings a better team than the Pistons?
Yes.
I think so too.
100%.
I think they deserve it more.
It's just easier to get into the playoffs.
But is there's overall team just like in that?
They're a more complete team than the Pistons. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Pistons have a
saying.
superstar. The Red Wings have guys that are building into superstars.
Like I know it's shitty because you just want to win and get out of it too. But like I don't mind a little OT, a little 3-on-3. That shit's lit, and
it's
we have
fun
great
to
great
watch.
lineups in those situations too.
Super Bowl Wilson Easy says 49ers lost their Super Bowl dipshit with Chase Young. Now say something stupid as usual.
They went to the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
Detroit Lions would have went to the Super Bowl.
you're cool with them beating us? Like,
I would rub it in your face that you didn't trade for Chase Young. You are absolutely correct.
but they can make amends by winning the Super Bowl, and that's it. That's the only way they can make amends.
Danny G, my garbage guy, told me Bregman's not coming here.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. For Easy, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're the Heavyweights.
1
Catch
out
you
of
guys
10
tomorrow.
confidence in the Bregman coming.
2. Peace.
4.